Hi, I'm Brendan Egan. The lesson you're about to see was one I created to help students understand the vocabulary involved in the preamble. First, students took this sheet and first students took this sheet and defined key vocabulary words in the preamble. Then, using that vocabulary, they moved on to this sheet. In the video you're about to see, this is where we pick up. The student and I work together as we use the key vocabulary defined to answer and explain certain parts of the preamble to get a better understanding of what is involved. As an extension activity, students can also use these cutout cards of different sections of the preamble. They can use it to put them in order so that they can get a better understanding, as well as use these student-friendly definitions that they can match and to get an even better understanding of the key vocabulary involved in the preamble. Thank you. Please enjoy. Alright, so Keelan, do you remember how we created these definitions for these different words the other day?
Yeah.
And what were all these words come from?
Social studies.
But what document in particular?
We the people.
Which is part of the what? Remember preamble?
Preamble, yeah.
Right, so this is the preamble, which is the first paragraph here. And here are some key terms from it, and they're underlined in the paragraph here. And then we created different definitions for those words, right? Alright, so now can you turn to the next page? So now using the definitions we created, I want to figure out what these mean, these little parts of the preamble, okay? Alright, so let's start with the first one. We the people of the United States. What do you think, who are the people of the United States? Yeah, people who live in this country. Good. So why don't you write that in there? Alright, great. Now, in order to form a more perfect union. And what was union again?
Let's
look back at our vocab.
A group of people.
Okay. So in order to form a more perfect union, so what were we trying to do?
Form a better group of people.
Right. So our country. So we wanted to make our country perfect. So why don't we put that down for the next one? To make a perfect country. Alright, now let's look at established justice. What do we have? We have establish is
to create.
An equality for justice. So what does established justice mean? Create what? Equality. Good. Alright, so let's put that in there. So create equality. Awesome. Now, to ensure domestic tranquility. Alright, what does ensure mean?
To make sure it happens.
Okay, so ensure is to make sure. Now, what's domestic?
Domestic within the country.
Okay, so to make sure within the country that what? What's tranquility? Right here.
Oh, peace.
Alright, so to make sure there's peace in our country. That's what that line means. So let's write that in, okay? Alright. What's the common defense, Keelan?
The common defense is...
Let's look back here.
Things that protect us.
So who might be the common defense?
the military.
Alright, so what might we need to provide for them?
Weapons and
Yeah.
food and water.
Great, so let's write that down, so we just pulled that apart. Alright, so now we're going to do provide for the general welfare. And what's welfare?
Welfare is our well-being.
So if we want to promote the general well-being of people, right? So we want people to be happy and healthy. So that's what that line is, okay? Great. And now, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. So what's the liberty? What's liberty?
Liberty, freedom.
Freedom. And what's posterity?
Our future generations.
Okay, so we want to secure the freedom, secure freedom to ourselves and our kids. To secure freedom. Great. And now this last line, to ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. So what's ordain?
To establish.
And what did we say establish was? If we go back up here.
Okay.
Alright, what's a constitution?
The framework of our government.
Okay, so we wanted to create a framework of our government for the United States of America. Alright, so you see how we took all these words that we didn't know the meaning to and put them in with, we broke the sentences apart, right? We broke them into smaller pieces. And now we can get a better understanding of what the preamble was all about, right? So from reading over this, what was the idea that they were trying to get across? What was the main theme of the preamble? Make it better. Great. Did they have different ways they wanted to do that? What were some of the ways they wanted to do that?
Like ensure domestic stability and promote general welfare.
Right, so they wanted to make sure there was peace, we had defense, and all this stuff. So now, in the future, when we get a big document that we can't really understand or read, we're going to pull apart, take some vocab words, figure those out, and then put them in so we can figure out the different words and what it means. It helps our understanding, all right? All right, good job. Thanks.